It is my pleasure and honor to introduce to you our keynote speaker for tonight's event honoring our Black women judges, retired Justice Peggy and Quince, Supreme Court of Florida. In 1993, Justice Quince became the first African American woman to be appointed to one of the district courts of Florida, the Second District Court of Appeals. She was appointed by the late Governor Lawton Chiles, and 5 years later, in 1998, Justice Quince had the distinct privilege of being jointly appointed to this Florida Supreme Court by Governor Chiles and then Governor-elect Jeb Bush. Justice Quince was then the first African American woman to sit on the highest court in the state of Florida. On July 1, 2008, Justice Quince assumed the office of Chief Justice of Supreme Court of Florida for the next 2 years, making her the first African American woman to head any branch of Florida government. Justice Quince was the second African American and the third woman to serve as Chief Justice in Florida. As Assistant Attorney General, she handled numerous appeals in the Florida Second District Court of Appeals, the Florida Supreme Court, the Federal 11th Judicial Court of Appeals, and the United States Supreme Court. With a judicial career spanning over 25 years, Justice Quince retired from Florida Supreme Court on January 7, 2019, after serving 21 million Floridians as both Attorney General's office and the judiciary. Justice Quince looks forward to more time with her family, friends, and causes that are near to her heart. After a long-deserved world tour, she continues to serve with her volunteer work at the independent review panel evaluating cases where there have been an allegation of wrongful conviction. In addition, she's a member of the Florida Bar Foundation, and in her spare time, Justice Quince is a member of the Gamma Theta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority and a member of the Links Incorporated. Her commitment, service to the law and to the community, she has received numerous honors and awards, including but not limited to the induction into the National Bar Association Hall of Fame, the Stetson University College of Law Hall of Fame. She's been named the National Bar Association Women Lawyers Division Jurist of the Year. She's also named and is the recipient of the American Bar Association Margaret Brent Women Lawyers of Achievement Award. She's received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Florida Bar's Government Lawyer Section and the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Gwen S. Black Women Lawyers Association in 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Justice Peggy Quince.
Greetings to all of you, and thank you for inviting me to make a few remarks at such a wonderful occasion. On this last day of Women's History Month, we must make sure and we must remind people of the outstanding contributions that all of these women have made to our legal profession, to our judiciary, and indeed to these United States. So I say to all of you, congratulations. I am really happy to be here to see all of you honored. Many of you are first, many of you are trailblazers, many of you are glass ceiling breakers. But you all have something in common, and that is that you thought you could do it, you could see that you could do it, and you did it. And for that, we are very proud. During this time of celebration, however, we must also reflect and we must make plans for the future. One of our previous speakers, talked about the diversity on our bench. And we are very happy to see all of you in your various positions. But when I was on the 2nd District Court of Appeal, there was a Black female on 4 of our 5 district courts of appeal. Judge Nikki Clark was on the 1st District Court of Appeal. I was on the 2nd District Court of Appeal. And when I left that court to go to the Florida Supreme Court, Judge Marva Crenshaw was appointed some years later. We had Judge Melvia Green on the 3rd District Court of Appeal. And we had Judge Carol Taylor on the 4th District Court of Appeal. And while we did not have a female on the 5th District Court of Appeal, we had a Black male, Judge Emerson Thompson, on that court. Today, however, there are no Black women on any of our district courts of appeal, and there are only 2 Black men on the courts of appeal, one on the 1st District Court of Appeal and one on the 3rd District Court of Appeal. And when I was appointed to the Florida Supreme Court, there was a Black justice on that court already, and that was Justice Leander Shaw. So at that point, we had 2 Black justices on the Florida Supreme Court. After Justice Shaw retired, I was there alone for several years. And then Justice James Perry was appointed to the court, and we served together for a number of years. He retired in 2017, and I retired in 2019. And now we have no Black justice on the Florida Supreme Court. And this is the first time since the 1970s that there has been no Black justice on our Supreme Court. This has to change. What can and what should we do to address this issue of a lack of diversity, specifically Black judges on our appellate court and on the Supreme Court? So we need to be planning for a time, and that day will come, when we can expect appointments to these courts. I was a speaker recently at a graduation program in West Palm Beach. And this program was a graduation of 13 attorneys who had gone through their Road to the Bench Academy. I thought this was a wonderful idea. There was diversity in the people who participated in it, and there was diversity in the subject matters that were taught. And they were taught about running for office, and they were taught about the appointment process. I believe this is the kind of information that we should be spreading across our state, getting our young lawyers ready to assume their places on the bench. So I would encourage all of you, and I know that there are people at this meeting who are from around the state. And so I would ask them to think about making sure that people are ready to go on the bench. You know, we didn't have these kinds of programs when I went on the bench, and we kind of fumbled around, but we don't need to fumble around anymore. We need to make sure that people understand the seriousness and what their responsibilities will be when they become judicial officers. Many people think it's a cushy job. It is not. It is hard work. And you are there to serve the people of the state of Florida. And so I think we need to make sure that we have young people in the pipeline who are ready to take on that challenge. Preparation, preparation, preparation. And that's the key to having young people ready to take their places on all levels of our court system. But we are going to enjoy this moment of celebration. But we, as I said, are going to reflect on what has been and what can be. And we will make plans for the future to make sure that we have that diversity on the bench that is so needed. So again, I want to thank you for having me be here as a part of this program. And I look forward to seeing the judges, the Black women judges who are being honored here tonight. Thank you so much.